I'm Jackie Layer, and I'm here with Bill Phillip, a professor in the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering in Notre Dame's College of Engineering. After receiving his bachelor's degree from Notre Dame, he earned his doctorate at Minnesota and then did postdoctoral work at Yale University before returning to his alma mater in 2011. One of Bill's research areas is the use of membranes to filter drinking water. Bill, welcome to Notre Dame Day. It's great to have you here. Now, we know clean drinking water is an issue for billions of people around the world. How did your work offer a solution to that problem?
Well, Jackie, I think a lot of people, when they hear about the water shortage crisis, the first thing they think is, can't we just desalinate water from the ocean? And we already do that quite effectively. In fact, in a year, we desalinate about 1,000 trillion gallons of water. And so what we do here at Notre Dame is try and develop technologies to look at ways to recycle water that we already use or to reclaim wastewater. And in order to do that, we use a variety of different advanced materials. One of them is self-assembled block polymers. And that might sound complicated, but what we try and do with those materials is we get them to self-assemble so that we have a pasta strainer that has a whole bunch of holes that are the same size. And so we can filter or we can strain this pasta. It just happens that the things that we're straining out are bacteria and viral spores. And in order to do that, we get clean drinking water.
Right. So with the Flint water crisis, it's local. How do you think that your system that you guys are developing here at Notre Dame, how do you think that can help them?
So the Flint, Michigan crisis is an interesting one because those filters that I described previously, they all work by a size selective mechanism, right? The water is smaller than the stuff that we're trying to strain out, and so the water will go through and the big stuff will be retained.
Right.
The lead ions are about the same size as water, and there's just so few of them that a size selective filtration isn't a very effective mechanism to remove them, right? So you can imagine if you had 100 red balls and one green ball, trying to pick out that one green ball is essentially what you're trying to do with removing the lead, except instead of 100 red balls, there's a billion of them. And so it's an incredibly difficult separation to do. And so we can tailor the chemistry of our membranes to have sort of a force field that attracts the lead to the membrane surface. And in that way, we can remove it. So instead of relying on a size selective separation, we can do a chemically selective separation.
Okay, great. And also your team is working on using those membranes that you just mentioned in the medical field. Now, how might that be applicable here?
Right, so the mechanisms are the same, right? Whether you're trying to make clean drinking water or whether you're trying to purify monoclonal antibodies, the mechanisms behind it and the science and engineering that underlies the membrane separation is quite similar. And so what we're doing is we're teaming with folks like Professor Bashar Bilasher and incoming Professor Matt Weber, and using their expertise in protein therapeutics and a variety of other biomedical fields in order to tailor our membrane chemistries to these applications. And so it's really nice to have that collaborative atmosphere here at Notre Dame.
Right, so that's awesome that you're trying to do this with water, but then also in the medical field, and I cannot wait to hear all the advances that you guys make here at Notre Dame and abroad as well. So thanks again, Bill Phillip, for joining us today.